Hi guys, it's me, the Symone.bee, and I'm here with my first YouTube video that you guys have been waiting for, and it's just a little chit chat. Get ready with me. I wasn't really able to answer too many questions, but I'm gonna leave a link on my Instagram and Snapchat for you guys to ask me some more questions, so I can actually sit down and do a nice Q&A for you guys. But I just talked a little bit about me, my background, and why I decided to do YouTube while creating this pinky spring inspired look. I got my inspiration for this look actually from the background. As you can see, it's very pink and it's giving you like a tough girl vibe, which pretty much describes me. Yeah, I'm just like very tough but delicate at the same time. I even have a tattoo on my arm that says Rebel Fleur, which Rihanna also has, which just means rebellious flower. So that's pretty much the inspiration for this look. And if you want to see how I created this look, you can just go ahead and keep on watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, so I went ahead and just did my brows off camera because they take a really long time. But if you guys want to see like some type of brow tutorial, just let me know down in the comments. So we're just going to go ahead and finish up with the rest of the tutorial. So I start by using my moisturizer. I usually use primers, but I'm not really into that. Even though I have combination skin, I like for my skin to be a little bit more moisturized before I put on foundation. So I'm using the new Glam Glow Star Moisturizer. Next, we're going to start with our foundation. I've been loving this new Nars foundation. It's the new Nars All Day Luminous foundation. I'm in the color Macau. It's a little light for me, so what I do is I put that in the middle of my face, focusing it in the areas where I'm the most light. And if I need to darken it up a little bit, I like to go with my favorite all-time foundation, which is the Maybelline Fit Me. I'm in the color 360. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender and begin to blend that out. Making sure they blend evenly. So yeah, like I said, this is my first video. My name is Symone Battle. I'm from Baltimore. I'm 21 years old. I'm trans, and I don't know. The reason I started doing YouTube was just because, within the last 2 years, I've been very into watching YouTube videos and tutorials and perfecting my makeup skills, which still aren't perfected yet, but they're getting there. So, I don't know, I just wasn't seeing girls like me doing these type of videos. And, sometimes in the back of my mind, I always thought like, wow, like, although these girls are much, great, it would be nice to see someone who looks like me, who, can share some experiences that maybe I've been through. And, instead of me yearning for someone to do that, I just decided why not be the girl to do it, So that's why pretty much I started doing YouTube. And I live at home with my parents. So I'm trying to do YouTube full time because in college my major was actually like business and communication. So this is pretty much the field I want to work in. So I decided now why not get a jump start in that field doing this type of work. It's always cool to be your own boss and to be able to make your passions into a business. So I thought, why not just do YouTube? It seems like everything I want in it. Yeah. So it's something for me to blend it out. And foundation is leaving. You really don't need too much, but I'm working kind of slow because I'm talking to you guys. And color looks like a good match today. I don't know, I'm still leaving it and sometimes I like to use my beauty blender for this process. And sometimes I like to go on with this flat top kabuki brush. It just helps you get the job done. I'm using both just to show you that there's more than one option for applying and blending in your foundation. Just be careful not to press when you're pressing in. Not to just wipe down on your face, but to, to blend in circular motions. It's going to give you the most smooth look when blending your foundation. And make sure you blend down on your jawline and your neck, because you definitely want that, the area to match. You don't want to look ghostly, and you don't want to look like dark on the face and light on the neck, or light on the neck and dark on the face. So once you have all that blended, next we're going to go in with one of my favorite concealers of all time, which is the Nars concealer, the Creamy Radiant. I'm in the color Chesnut. I like to mix this with a new concealer that I've been trying out lately, which is the Mercier Flawless Fusion. I'm in the color 5N, which is 5 Neutral. I like to mix those two because sometimes the chestnut can be just a little light, but I like the brightness that it provides. But I also like the wet formula of the like Flawless Fusion concealer, and it gives me like a lot of coverage without, you know, being very heavy. Because this Nars concealer can definitely be heavy sometimes. So we're just going to go ahead and put those in the areas that we want to highlight. Making sure it's enough.
And we're just going to go in with our beauty blender again. Making sure to blend out. So on my channel,
I just want you guys to be able to come here and have fun, to learn new makeup skills with me as I learned them, because I don't know everything about makeup. There's things that I still don't know how to do. So, you know, I know sometimes it's intimidating when you're watching those videos and you see how good someone is and you're like, wow, I would never be able to follow this tutorial. But I want to make my channel very user-friendly, very welcoming, and very non-judgmental. So that's pretty much why I'm doing this, because everyone's not the guru and everyone doesn't have all the answers, but they don't really show that all the time. So I just wanted to show you that, you know, you can do it, and, you know, just anyone can do this stuff. I'm a normal person. I come from a normal background, and, you know, I can do it too, so you can too. So we're just going to continue to blend that out, making sure that we blend seamlessly.
and then we're going to go in again.
With that Flawless Fusion concealer that I talked about. And you'll see the difference as I'm applying the two products in the formula. You see this one is much more golden as well. Whereas well, it's golden on me, although it's a neutral product. Whereas the Nars Chestnut was a little bit more red. This helps bring back my undertones, which I like a lot, as well as the formula. So yeah, I'm from Baltimore, like I said. I graduated from Baltimore City College High School. Go Knights. I went on to go to school at Morgan, you know, studying communications. And ultimately, I just want to be in media. I want to work with, you know, different websites and different brands, and just be an influencer. And, you know, I'm not necessarily trying to be famous, but I just want to show girls like me and, you know, girls out there who aren't represented as much in media that, you know, we matter, and there are people out there who support girls like us and want girls like us to win. And a lot of people may know or may not know I am trans, and I don't know, I just think that I have a different perspective than a lot of people might have here on YouTube, and I can share so much, you know, so much insight and knowledge on what it's like. And, you know, some people aren't really ready to do that in my type of community, so it's good that I'm here to do it, to dispel some myths and maybe help another girl out who's, you know, going through my type of transition too, so she can see different makeup tips and just see that there's someone out there like her. You know, it's always good to be comforted to know that there's someone there out there like you. So as you can see, we have our concealer on. We're looking nice and highlighted. So I'm just going to go ahead and go into this Kat Von D Shade and Light palette right here. And I'm just going to do a little bit of baking under eye. I like to use this middle shade here, mixed with a little bit of this shade, because I'm like more golden undertones, so this is just a little too yellow. So I like to mix those two, and those shades are called Lyric and Levitation. I like to take a nice fluffy brush and just swivel my brush back and forth, you know, knock off some of the excess. And then we're gonna go right under the eye, just pressing in.
Ever so lightly, making sure that we leave a seamless amount of coverage underneath our eye. Again, we don't want to go ghostly, and we don't want to feel too bright, but just give us some brightening when we do our contour next. So I'm just going to go down the bridge of our nose, and then we're just going to go match it. So now we have that on. Next,
I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the color Espresso to do my contour. This product I love because, I don't know, I love cream contours, and I've tried many ones from Hourglass and Anastasia. But it's the formula on this one that does it for me. Sometimes these can be very thick and harsh, but this one blends out very seamless and it's very creamy. And even sometimes when I forget to set it, it doesn't smudge or budge. So I'm just going to take a nice angle fluffy brush and go ahead and blend that product out. And as you can see, it blends so easily. On my channel, I'll be doing various types of videos. I'll be doing vlogs when I travel. I'll be doing lifestyle videos, hormone therapy updates, makeup tutorials, of course, get ready with me's. I'll have people come on my blog, other YouTubers from Baltimore and elsewhere, come on my blog and we'll do our makeup together and talk or just interview. And, you know, we'll just do a lot of different things together. I'm going to do how-to videos, you know, like how to apply false lashes, how to get flawless foundation, just different things like that. Because some of those things I don't know how to do, so we'll be learning how to do them on camera for the first time. I'll try to, you know, follow some other makeup artists and YouTubers tutorials, you know, just spoof videos, funny videos, tags, just different things. You know, I have a lot of good ideas and content coming up for you guys, but definitely don't be afraid to leave comments down below of things that you guys want to see from me and things that you're interested to know about me that I can maybe answer in my next Q&A video. But I definitely just want you guys to really get to know me and understand who I am. So now that we have that blended out, we're going to go ahead and go back to that Kat Von D palette. Just blowing off the excess. And we're going to set that with the color Subconscious, mixed with a little bit of shadow play. We're going to use...
That same brush, the fluffy brush that we use. And then we're going to go over top of that cream contour that we laid down. Just making sure to set it so that it doesn't move throughout our day. And then we're going to go in with a nice
small taper brush like this. And we're going to go into that shadow play color. And we're going to go just right at the top of our nose and down the front of our nose to help add that shadow, to help create that nose contour. And we can bring it down our nose a little bit just to help outline that contour. But it's definitely important to get into that socket. I used to contour all the way down my nose, but I was watching a YouTuber named Luster Lux video and she showed me this technique, which I found a lot more intriguing and definitely helpful for creating a nice seamless blend to your contour. So now that we have that complete, we're just gonna take the lightest color at the bottom row, which is called Somber, and we're gonna dust off that baking powder that we have underneath our eyes. Like so. Okay, and now that we have our foundation done, you can see we're flawless. We have a nice highlight under our eyes, a nice contour on our face. We're gonna go in to eyeshadow. Now for eyeshadow today, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. As you can see, there's about 12 shades. 16 shades actually. Some of these are old Anastasia favorites and some of these are new shades. I really like this palette. I've had it for about a month and a half now. I've used it pretty generously, as you can see. I like this palette for dark skin or brown skin girls because there's a lot of transition shades in here. As you can see, we have burnt orange, orange soda. We even have tempera for setting your lid. We have sienna, rustic. There's a lot of brown shades in here, which, you know, as darker girls, we need to help with our transition colors. So I really appreciate this palette a lot from Anastasia. So to start this look, I want to do something bronzy. And I'm thinking almost about doing a glossy lid look. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go in with the first color. We're going to use burnt orange and we're going to put that all in our crease. We're going to take a nice fluffy brush. Just dip into it. Coat the brush nicely, knock off any excess. We're going to start at the outer edge of our eye, making sure to just deepen that crease. Nice circular motions. Not really yoking up on our brush too much. We want to have a light tan with this so that we're sure to get a seamless blend. When we get towards the outer corner of our eye, we're just going to blow that out in a V shape, like so, creating a winged look, but just blown out, like so. Next, we're going to take the color Rustic from the palette, just to deepen up that crease. And we're going to use the other end, which is a little taper, just so we can go in and define that crease area. And here you want to yoke up on your brush so that you're making sure that you're making defined strokes and really, really deepening that crease. You want to blend up. That way that helps give it a flawless finish. And while we're at it, we're just going to go ahead and pop in a little under brow bone highlight from the palette using the color Glistening right here. Using that same taper side. And you want to go right under the arch of your brow. I learned this trick from Mario Testiani when he was doing Kim Kardashian's makeup one day on her channel. I used to take the highlight all the way under my brow, but he told me to get the best arched look. You just go right underneath that arch. So as you can see right there, that's what I did on that brow. So we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. So lately in Baltimore, it's been very rainy. The weather's been bad. But I'm really excited for the spring and taking pictures outside and going to brunch with my friends. So what do you guys like to do in the springtime? Leave your comments down below. What are your favorite hobbies for the spring? And yeah, if you guys want to see any spring tutorials or anything like that, just make sure you guys let me know so I can get started on that. So we have that pretty much done. So we're just going to go ahead and, you know, reciprocate the same eye look on that side to start before we finish the rest of the eye. So again, I'm going in with that burnt orange and just blowing out the crease, laying down my initial transition shade, making sure to wing it when I get towards the outer eye, like so. These shadows are very creamy, very easy to blend and pigmented. I like a lot of the Anastasia palettes, I think, for beginner makeup artists. And just anyone in general, they're very good. They're very good and they're very user-friendly. And they have a lot of colors that can be used in the palette. There's not too many shimmers and things like that. So now we're just going to go in with Rustic again from the palette. Using the taper side just to define the crease. So now I'm just going to take a clean blending brush, an Urban Decay blending brush that I have here. I'm going to take a nice dark color from the palette, Cypress Umber, and we're going to go ahead and just deepen the outer V that we created of our eye. A little goes a long way with this shadow. I've learned that over my years of using it. So you're just going to finish blending the outer V, deepening that up on both sides. Then you're just going to take that Cypress Umber and go halfway across your lid. When you have small eyes like me, or chinky eyes, I guess is a good word for it, you don't want to go too far over on your lid because that's going to shorten your lid space when you're using darker colors. You want to avoid going into the inner corners of your eye with dark colors. So just about halfway on the lid. So then underneath our eye, we're just going to go back underneath with that burnt orange and that Rustic, just smoked out that bottom lash line. and connect the V underneath. So we're just gonna mix that burnt orange and rustic and go right underneath our lash line. And like I said, for the top, you know, you don't want to go all the way in, so you just go about halfway, usually to about your pupil, just smoking that bottom lash line out, making sure to look up so we don't run our makeup away, and just blowing that out like so. And just repeating that on the other side. And as you can see, these shadows don't have pretty much any fallout. You can see my concealer still intact underneath. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take my Fenty Beauty Boss Glam, Fenty Beauty, sorry about that, my Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm. And we're gonna go ahead and gloss up the doe foot. And we're gonna take this right across our lid. Now this is something I've never done before, but I've always seen and I wanted to try. So I said for my first video, why not? So you're just gonna take that gloss and run it across your lid. I'll go about halfway across. And it's just gonna create this like wet look that's so stunning and so pretty. And I actually really like it so far. Just be very careful when you're doing this because you don't, like a person like me, I don't have a lot of lid space. So you don't want to like get it in your crease or ruin all the blending that you did. So once I lay that down, I'm going to go back in with this pretty color in this palette. It's called Sultry. It's like a shimmering taupe, if you will. So we're just going to take a packer brush here from Urban Decay, and we're just going to pack that right over top of that gloss. Just to create a nice glossy shimmer, like so. Wow, that's really pretty. I like that a lot. So, and I like this look a lot because you can wear this in the daytime. It's not very, you know, glittery and bronzy, which are looks that I tend to go for. It's very soft and subtle and pink. And then I'm just going to take a nice little dense pencil brush and I'm going to go into the color Rose Pink here and just put that in the inner corner. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Symone.bee, just like my username here. And you can follow me on Snapchat at e.fence. I love to see you guys interact with me. I would love that, and give me all types of good feedback. And just let me know what you guys think. So that's pretty much it for the eyes. So now I'm just going to go in with a little bit of this Maybelline Fit Me powder. And I'm going to go ahead and dust off my face. Just set my whole face with this powder. I like to use a nice fluffy powder brush like this. And I'm just going to knock off the excess. And I like to just go over my concealer. And all the spots that I didn't, you know, highlight. I'm just making sure to set them like so. Just setting my whole face and making sure, you know, we look nice and bright. And you want to take that fluffy brush and just brush off any excess powder that might be still on our face. And I like to go in with this brush that I already used for my lighter colors for baking, so that way it balances out any areas that may have been darkened by that Fit Me powder that I just put on. And in that Maybelline Fit Me powder, I'm in the color 360. This I use as a dupe for like the little Mercier if you're on a budget or something like that, because it's very finely milled. It's a very good drugstore powder. It's one of my favorites actually, and it came out this year in 2018. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of mascara. This is just one I picked up from the drugstore because I ran out of my Too Faced Better Than Sex. So just bear with it. But it works pretty good. It definitely works really good with lengthening my eyelashes, which I like. Are there any like reviews or anything that you want to see? I ordered the Fenty Beauty Body Lava today, so I could definitely do a first impressions video of that for you guys next week. Just let me know down in the comments if there's any products or anything you want to review on. I'm not really a lash type of girl, so for me, I think that mascara looks really pretty. I like it a lot. So now I'm just going to go in with some highlight. I'm trying to decide if I want to use, well, we already have pretty much a pink eye, so why not? I'm just going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Highlighter in the color Moscow Mule and Ginger Binge. I'm going to just take my Sephora fan brush and dip into both colors, like so. Always remember to knock off the excess because you don't want to put too much product on your face. And I like to just start in the middle of my cheek and just create a C shape. And I like to build up the coverage, so I don't want to use too much. I have a like very pinky highlight. Just enough, just very subtle. Like so. Very subtle. A little bit down the bridge of my nose. A little bit to exit my Cupid's bow. And yeah. So for lips today, I'm going to go with one of my tried and true colors that I've loved for a very long time, which is the Kat and D Lolita. One of my favorites. Favorite liquid lipstick. It's just very dark, but it still gives you a nude, mauve-y feel. I love it. Definitely one of her best colors. And one of the best liquid lipstick formulas. Because as we all know, liquid lipsticks can be overly drying and annoying.
And just a further
gloss our lips, we're going to go in with the NYX Butter Gloss in the color 17. If I can get it open. Just darken up our lip. Maybe create some type of ombre effect. And this lip has a little bit of color, which I like over top of this Lolita. It's very pretty. And then just to be a little extra glossy, I'm going to go in with that Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm again. I'm running out, as you can see. This is definitely one of my favorites. I will be repurchasing. It just adds such a great shine, and I just love the color. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face and fix my hair, and I'll just come back to you guys in 1 second. So as you can see, this is the finished look. I tried something different, adding that Fenty Gloss Balm on my lid just to give us a little bit of a glossy lid look. And I did a glossy lip to match with a little pink highlighter. I'm really feeling it. It feels very spring. It's matching my shirt. It's matching my background. This was very fun and very interesting. I can't wait to bring you guys some more content and more videos. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like it and subscribe to me so you can get more of me, Symone.bee, my personality, and just have fun with me. And you can follow me again on Instagram at Symone.bee, spelled with a Y, not an I, and you can follow me on Snapchat at eFence. And again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you on my next one.